Greetings, family. I would like to make a short comment about a situation developing between Eminem and Lord Jamar, right? I don't believe talent can be measured in terms of race or ethnicity, right? We've never said that many of the legendary hip hop icons were only successful because they were black. We never said that any of our hip hop legends were only successful because they came from America, right? Because there are rappers around the world, right? But in terms of what is playing on the mainstream media, um, we've never tried to diminish the legacy of rappers based on their history or their background or whatever race they may have emerged from, right? So when Lord Jamar said a few months ago that Eminem is a guest in hip hop, I could tell that there was an element of envy in that statement, right? Envy because perhaps his name is not called in those top five or top three uh, rappers of all time lists, right? I do not want to be disparaging. I will keep this video short. I just want to say that personally, Eminem is known for his creativity. He is known for his rhyme schemes. Okay, I'm one of those listeners. I actually picked up some of his rhyme schemes and incorporated it into my poetry, right? And then I began to change it and develop my own style, right? I used to listen to people like Slick Rick, Andre 3000, um, Rakim, uh, the list goes on. I listened to all of them, Nas, Cormega, you see what I'm saying? And many of these people, these are legendary writers. These are legendary lyricists. All right, I'm speaking about people like AZ. All right. Now, when your name can be called with these caliber of MCs, ideas about race and ethnicity go out the window. Okay. When people speak about the top 10 rappers of all time, right? Eminem, without question, will be in this list. All right. So let's not pretend that he doesn't have a contribution that is cemented in hip hop history. Alright, many people today have borrowed from Eminem's rhyme schemes. Alright, when you have a rapper that is so influential that he has other rappers borrowing his persona, his voice, and rhyme scheme, you can tell that this person is highly influential and highly talented. Okay, so this whole idea about being a guest in hip hop was really unnecessary. I feel like we need to choose our battles more carefully and not just use race as an excuse to diminish the legacy of uh, good intentioned people. All right. I believe Eminem has always paid homage to hip hop icons. Historically, Eminem has always either made a reference to them by name or with a rhyme scheme. He's always paid homage to rappers who came before them. All right. So to just diminish a person's legacy, okay, we have to remember that causality is a real thing, okay? Because if it's okay for you to use race to diminish his legacy, then it is also okay for the country music industry to say that Little Nas X is only successful because he's black, right? Now, my thing is, in both of these instances, Eminem as a white rapper and Lil Nas X as a black rapper slash country singer, in both of these instances, it's not logical to say that their race would give them traction or more mobility. Because if the perception is that there's a racial divide, then when they enter these industries, they should have a poor reception. But the reverse is true. When they enter the industry, they received uh, lots of support. So I would just like to close by saying we need to have more conscious commentators shedding light on things of this nature because people will begin to craft these racial narratives that really uh, are a way of preempting real issues, right? You set off a racial dialogue about something petty, whereas people are actually being killed and incarcerated due to racial overtones in society or undertones in society. So let's not allow Lord Jamar to diminish our legacy and to do any unnecessary mudslinging because it's really not called for. All of these are talented individuals. It reminds me of a statement Joe Budden made on his podcast in which he said that Eminem primarily is a rhymer who speaks about his dad's pliers, right? So he tried to find a way to actually oversimplify Eminem's rhyme schemes, right? So I think these are people who, uh, in other words, these people have an axe to grind based on their name not ringing bells in the hip hop industry. All right. If you have any uh, disagreements, if you have any agreements, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Uh, Thank you for all the support on my channel. Um, I will keep you all updated about what's taking place in my studies. But you all let me know your thoughts in the comments below. One love.